it's quite difficult for Protoss to understand exactly what they're up against, because here, so it's going to be pretty close, but I think... Hey guys, and welcome back to another cast from Rabbit Roo, Starcraft Broodwar Neo-Silphid, Protoss versus Terran, C Rank from the No Worries Ladder League. And I'm very excited to bring this PVT today between two members of the Nom clan. So NWL Fonger, who is playing here in the brown Terran, and NWL Fridgeraider playing in the magenta Protoss. Fridgeraider is a very popular member of various Starcraft discords and the community in general. He's always contributing to everybody's Twitch channel, and is just a really awesome guy and a very solid Protoss player. I'm quite excited to see his style for PVT. And I played against Mr. NWL Fonger the other day and he absolutely smacked me, so secretly I am rooting for Fridgeraider. No bias here though from my casting. So if you're new to my channel, I cast twice a week Starcraft Broodwar content from various foreign leagues. If you like that sort of thing, then please like the video, subscribe, and if you do, your children will be born with zealot legs. Okay, so let's see what sort of openings we're going to have in today's game. On this side, we're looking like a standard barracks wall from Terran, and we've got our gateway gas coming up from Protoss. So the first question is usually, is it an early zealot or is it straight to a 13 core? There's your core. If I know Fridgeraider's style of play, he's very textbook. Plays builds incredibly well and does the basics incredibly well. So he's a very solid player. So probably just going to be a standard range expansion from him. And then looks like Fonger is a pretty similar player, probably just a factory expand from his side. Let's see, we've started range. First Dragoons on the way. We're on 23, so are we going to do a 23 or a 28 Nexus? Looks like a 23 Nexus. Okay, and I think we can standardize the speed now. We've just kind of got a feeling for what's happening here. It's one factory mines with 6 Marines. That's plenty of protection. I don't think he will feel the need to build a bunker. This Marine's going to just go out and scout and have a look at what's cooking. And we see... I was going to say non-stop production, but we've got one gate Robo Nexus. I wonder if he's going to feel any pressure now from these Marines. Nope, he moves back with him. Still no bunker, still no command center. This feels like a one factory push. Yes, I actually recognize this move. It was done to me in my game. I was actually totally thrown by it. So it's a very interesting thing. I don't see this often. In fact, Fonger was the first player I've ever seen do this. So he pushes a 6 Marine, 1 tank, and then he rallies down another tank against the couple of Dragoons that Protoss has out. And it's quite difficult for Protoss to understand exactly what they're up against, because if they haven't been into the base, you think it's a 2-fac, but it's not. So that's good micro picking off the tank. The goal for Fonger here is to actually get some mines in the mineral line of Protoss, or to get the Vulture into the Protoss base. So these Marines, I think, are not going to get too much more done, and this mine is the only headache. But I did see a Robo. Ow. Okay, so that Dragoon ate that mine. Here's another one. Here comes a third mine. And this Vulture is going to, I think he's going to keep rallying Vultures down, to be honest. Here comes another one. Because these mines do tremendous damage. Is the Robo up? Yes, but the observatory is not even started yet. So he's got no way to see any mines. I think the initial pressure, though, is over. We have a barracks floating because he has no other use for it, and it's decent for scouting. It's going to put some mines in the expansion locations of Protoss to see when his expansion will be occurring and where. And we are now up to 2 gate observer, so it'll be interesting to see what Fridgeraider's next move is. So we're still pretty even on workers. Difficult to tell if those early pushes from Terran are profitable. It wouldn't say massively so. Yes, he's 2 workers ahead, but he's still on 1 factory production, about to go up to 2 factories, getting his armory in place so he can start with his production, his upgrades. The eBay there, I think presumably just to put up a few turrets in the event of harassment, and for some detection. But honestly speaking, honors even. A pretty second early gas. Nobody's been assigned to mine from it as of yet. That would be indicative of a tech tree towards Templar tech and possibly Arbiters, and I think that's where we're headed. Usually you'd get the Citadel up and the second gas up before your 3rd Nexus as Protoss, if you're trying to follow the light, fast Arbiter build or something along those lines. He did do the 23 Nexus, he does have the 3 gateways, he does have the Citadel up, he does have the second gas up, so it would indicate that that's where his build is going. Observer's going in, so he's going to see, alright, so I'm actually up against 2 fac production, so I don't need to now panic or change my build. I'm okay on 3 gateways for the time being, although I think once his 3rd Nexus is up, which is what he's about to do here, and he's picked a location that has more patches and the full gas, which I think is a good idea. Once he's got that up, then I think he will increase his gate production or gate count to about 6, and then complete his tech tree. So still 4 workers ahead. I think Fridge has missed 1 or 2 in the process of executing his build. He's not building workers out of any of his nexuses at the moment. I think he's just focusing on setting up this 3rd. That is some of the challenges of Starcraft multitasking, is making sure you stay on top of worker production, layout of your base, planning your next buildings, setting up your expansions, keeping your gateways going. It is generally a very taxing game, and that's I think where people make the argument that it's a game of mechanics and skill. If you can automatically always have your hands in the habit of rotating through your production facilities, your workers, your armies, your control groups, etc., then you will be a hell of a lot further ahead than anybody who has got very weak or poor mechanics like I personally do. I think that's why I will always be very limited in terms of what I can achieve as a player. But it doesn't stop me being a student of the game and an absolute enthusiast of this. I really love this game, and that's why I cast better players, because it's an opportunity for me to bring you this awesome action, 1, and 2, admire the skill that's on display here, which is plentiful. Okay, so I think we're building up to a push from Terran. The reason I say this is that we are on 2 bases. He doesn't look to be setting up to take a 3rd. He's gone up to 5 factories. So potentially we could see a 2 base push out from Terran's side. The timing of that is usually about 9:30. So this would be the window. If he was going to do a 2 base 5 fac push, it would be now. So Fridge is moving his units around here and there. I haven't seen if he's got legs as of yet. I wasn't watching the production tab closely enough. As expected, he has built the Arbiter tech tree. He's not building an Arbiter yet, and he has the gas for it, so he should get his Arbiter started ASAP. Otherwise it kind of defies the point of building the tech tree. Not researching anything out of the Tribunal, which, I mean, again, if you don't have the Arbiter, it doesn't make sense. You need the Arbiter out, and the Arbiter needs to start massing energy, and then and only then should you start worrying about getting stasis and then recall. Okay, so as expected, the push out is coming. It's a little bit later than what I expected. Sorry about the sniffing. Just a little bit under the weather at the moment, but I'm trying my best not to let it impact me too badly. Okay, so we have Speed Zealots with no upgrades. I'm concerned for Fridgeraider here. He's got no upgrades versus 1-0 mech. He's not building an Arbiter, so I think he's potentially slipped a little bit here on his build. I don't know if this is going to be enough, although there aren't a lot of vultures here. So it's going to be pretty close, but I think Terran's got this. The SCV doing some good work. Oh, he's pulling away. I think Terran's going to smell blood here and move forward. Yeah, and here come the vultures. Some reinforcements have arrived. Oh, this is good mine placement. Where are his observers? No observers here. Oh, he's going to get all these mines. Oh, he did well to catch that one though and drag that one. Okay, so the observers are here. Should Terran fall back here? No. No ways. Terran is more than fine. I think this is actually going to be the end of this one. Fridge is moving back here into no man's land, reinforcing with zealots, and considering the number of units that fight well against zealots here, like Goliaths, vultures, and tanks in tank mode, I don't think it's really going to matter what units he builds. I think Terran's just going to move in here. He's going to siege up here when he gets to this point, and that's going to be GG. And that's it. If you like the game, please subscribe for more. I'm Rabbit Roo, and I'll see you soon.